Hello, my name is Jessica People, and today I will be talking about my new film production called The Wartime Secret. As I just said, the title of the film is called The Wartime Secret, and as I've done research, I have changed a few elements of this PowerPoint to make it more suitable for a UK film industry and the budget that I have. So I have changed the medium to 2D instead of 3D, as I've done research on this and found it would not be feasible to do a 3D film with a £10 million budget. The running time will be 1 hour and 30 minutes, as I believe this would be suitable for a film of this genre, and it also needs to be long enough to fit the storyline and to also just not keep the audience's attention. Also, the synopsis, this film is an action, drama, romance and war film set during the devastation of World War I, which is 1914 to 1918. It's about two young soldiers who go to war, who battle the elements together to keep the relationship a secret, as their sexuality is thought to be just wrong back in the 1900s. The budget. The budget I have is 10 million for the whole production. I feel this would be a suitable budget due to all the special effects needed for this production, which is somewhat very expensive. As you can see here, there's a few mistakes I've made, but I will be making changes in the future before after I get the feedback from the producer. There's many things that I'll be buying, such as a digital camera, spending money on clothing, makeup, refreshments, a drone. I thought a drone would be quite a good idea, considering you can get a bird's eye view of the production, which would somewhat create a more cinematic effect. The production schedule. I'm going to release my film on Saturday the 12th of November, as on the Sunday the 13th of November it's Remembrance Sunday, so I feel this would link very well with the World War I genre, so people around that time will want to learn more about World War I and what happened during it and what they had to go through. The first cast member I chose he's called Russell Tovey, and he's 34 years old. His past roles he was on Being Human as a werewolf. He was on a BBC Three sitcom called Him and Her, and recently in Sherlock. I chose Russell because he experienced on TV, film and on stage, so he has a wide range of skills and talents, and he understands the industry. And he's also played a role of a soldier in past productions, which is really helpful, as he sort of knows the character that he has to be in, and how to show that through to the audience. The script. This is a script of the first scene where you can see the sergeant is having an argument with Richard, who is Russell, and they're arguing over him, I guess, being slow, not keeping up with the rest of his soldiers, and sort of having an argument which leads into a fight. The second one is in the trenches. Richard and Arthur. Arthur, who you will see who's playing is going to come up next on the next slide. And they're in the trenches, just talking about life really, getting to know each other, and talking about how they're scared and nervous about the oncoming, well, where they are really, about the war and the things they can hear. The second star cast is Tom Hiddleston, and he's 35 years old. His past roles have been in Steven Spielberg's War Horse and BBC Three series Henry VIII. His unique selling points is played previous roles as a British soldier, and he's also a very well-known and successful actor. And I feel this would be of benefit to me because people can recognise him quite easily, and this might bring a wider audience, and already an audience of Tom Hiddleston fans, which would be good. A general target audience, I would say male, general male, white, British, about 35 to 50 years old. General likes, I would say history, gay rights, family and equality. Dislikes prejudice, homophobia and conflict. Hobbies, I would say reading, cycling and fishing. And I would say they're probably employed or self-employed. As you can see, here's my storyboard, and for people who can't see it, it is this three sections are about like the argument between the soldier and the sergeant, as the soldier can't keep up with the rest of the soldiers in the training camp. Here is my second storyboard, and it shows the soldier laying on the ground, and then he's getting back up again and gets really upset, so he walks back to his dorm. Here's my third storyboard, and this is where sort of a fight happens and a bit of conflict due to, I guess, sort of the nature of the situation. I guess Richard isn't giving it his all and doing his best. Here are my font ideas, and I chose these ideas because I feel they're quite bold, sort of unique as well in a certain way, and they all connote something like negative, but they're also quite bold, which also brings in, it's more eye-catching, I guess. Here are my title designs, and my favourite one is on the right in the top hand corner, because I feel that with the two titles it sort of brings it out more. And these all of them being this, I chose this colour because it connotes war, it connotes black, connotes just loneliness, just negativity really, and just negative situations. Okay, here is my set design mood board. I feel my set would be in a more rural location, as seen here, and because war was in like muddy fields, in like the middle of nowhere, so I feel that would give it like a correct representation of what it was really like. here's my costume design mood board, and I feel these are very correct, and I've taken inspiration from these photos for my own costume designs for my film. Especially this one, as it's just like basic but effective, and that's what I'm looking for.